The updated Saint Fe is a major takeoff from past models, with a blocky new look and a standard third column of seats. Since the Hyundai Saint Fe appeared at the turn of the 1,000 years, it has developed from a likewise ran conservative to a commendable moderate-size SUV, however it's never been especially vital. That changes with the upgraded 2024 Saint Fe, which has been blessed to receive a total reconsider. This new Saint Fe is fundamentally different and, in our assessment, might have sent off as something else altogether to sell close by the organization's three-line Palisade. With its blocky and inclined styling, the 2024 Hyundai Street Fe's look is a major takeoff from its ancestors and for Hyundai by and large. The lighting has a H theme that is unmistakable during the day or night. From the front, it seems to be a cutting-edge passage flex, had that model lived on. The back view isn't exactly as appealing, with the low-mounted taillights adding a great deal of abnormal visual load above. As far as size, the new Saint Fe is 1.8 inches longer than its ancestor, and there's considerably greater information inside. It's presently a 6 or 7 traveler 3-column SUV rather than a 5 traveler 2-line. True to form, inside styling has additionally been modernized, with new elements to additionally spruce things up. We had the potential chance to drive the Saint Fe in Korea and left away with positive impressions of the two models that are bound for the US. The standard Saint Fe, which shows up in spring, is controlled by a turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-chamber grate for 277 drive and 311 pound-feet of force. It's matched with an 8-speed double-grip program transmission that drives the front wheels or every one of the four. The Saint Fe half and half, which arrives later in the spring, includes a turbocharged 1.6-liter inline-4 coordinated with an air conditioner engine that produced 232 ponies and 271 pound-feet. It utilizes a 6-speed programmed and sends force to each of the four wheels. Either Saint Fe is adequately strong, however not what we'd consider amazing. The motors remain agreeably calm until you floor the pedal. At max speed, there's some coarse motor sounds, yet that is really run-of-the-mill for an inline-4. The Korean spec vehicles we drove were tuned for parkway solace, capably streamlining what not many asphalt flaws we could find and showing a couple of lingering bounce back over some street undulations. We anticipate the US renditions to get a somewhat firmer suspension tune. Taken care of is above and beyond for most drivers and feels very much settled while cornering. For additional gutsy kinds who could really wander rough terrain, XRT model will don 30-inch off-road tires and give an extra 1.5 crawls of ground freedom. There's not a lot to say regarding how the Saint Fe drives, and that is really something beneficial for a 3-column SUV. Customers in this class ordinarily aren't looking for lively and exciting, more like solace and comfort. Keeping that in mind, what's inside counts. Front and center, the new Saint Fe offers a lot of room, and outward perceivability is fantastic. The lodge is a lot more pleasant than previously, with further developed materials and a cleaner mid-control area that isn't covered with a mass of buttons. The controlling wheel looks like it was stolen from a land wanderer, yet surprisingly, it fits in fine and dandy with the cockpit. A solitary piece of bended glass houses two 12.3-inch shows, one for the instrument group and a touchscreen for infotainment. Separate environment controls dwell in the middle stack over a plate with twin remote telephone chargers and enormous cup holders. The middle armrest container is both front and back pivoted to permit access by one or the other front or back seat travelers, however the hook expected a work to open. Another huge receptacle is under the control center, and there are additionally 2 glove boxes. The top box is accessible with an UVC sanitizing light that professes to clean telephones, glasses, or other individual things. The accessible second-line commander seats are nearly just about as agreeable and movable as those front and center,